Welcome to CryptoCoins, where we review the best coins for you.
I don't know what you're talking about. This isn't the second time I've had to film this intro. Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris, and today we've got an interesting one. A lot about security today, securing your assets and making sure that you're doing your best to protect your online assets. But before we get into that, I just want to remind you, I am not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. And, just always do your own due diligence. Always do your own research. Anything that I say in this video, any video, take with a grain of salt and make sure to go in and do your own research. You'll always thank yourself for it. It's always for the best. But this one is a pretty cool one. And we're going to go ahead and jump right in. Today we're talking about LOSSLESS, and we'll be talking about a couple of things that they provide that I think a lot of our viewers will appreciate. So basically, what is LOSSLESS? They claim to be the first exploit identification and mitigation with tools that they offer, designed with the goal of foolproofing Web3 from hacks. As you can see, fail-safe your Web3 protocol. Leading Web3 security architecture and exploit mitigation tools. That's what they claim. LOSSLESS started in 2021 with the launch of the LSS token. They are attempting to restore trust in the Web3 security after there has been, many attacks against it and problems over the years. They started with the token minter and vault protection tools. And let's see, I know they have that token minter. I was just looking at it before. Boom, you can mint your own tokens. They started with their token minter as well as vault protection tools, then moved to the LOSSLESS protocol, which helps to retrieve stolen funds during hacks. They also created the token relaunch toolkit, which restarts attacked currencies, and now they have built Aegis, and that's going to be one of the big things we're looking at today is Aegis. It's pretty phenomenal, but what is it? How does it work? Basically, it scans all mine transactions using different analytics in order to identify patterns and odd or suspicious addresses. We will look over a couple of different things that they provide, but basically how this came about is they realized that all the systems that they've come across had the same, security flaw, that no one was responding quick enough. None of the responses could be handled in a quick enough fashion. A prime example of this is Ronin Bridge, wherein it took the team an entire week to realize they had even been hacked. The goal for Aegis is to eliminate situations like that and for the outcome to be informing the smart contract owners of the problems the moment it happens. There are a couple of cases we can look at, like the Euler Finance report. As it says here, Ethereum-based non-custodial lending protocol Euler Finance faced a flash loan attack on March 13th, with the attacker managing to steal millions. The attacker issued multiple transactions, stealing nearly 196 million. The ongoing attack has already become the largest hack of 2023. Now, Aegis's claim, or LOSSLESS's claim, is that had Aegis been used, it would have helped prevent the hack almost entirely, as Aegis had noticed a malicious smart contract being added, and then, sure enough, the hack transactions did occur. So they claim that, Aegis could have prevented this. And they have some backing to some of these claims. There's some examples here with LOSSLESS vault protection, which is the one I was talking about earlier. It stopped a hack and saves $55,000 for Gotham. Another one Harmony hack. This is a big one. Lossless saved 78 million stolen tokens. That is a huge amount. The newest of the hacks in the crypto space, Harmony's Horizon Bridge hack, resulted in a loss of 100 million when a hacker exploited a vulnerability. We would like to offer details on this hack as well as information on how Lossless interfered to save 78 millions of AAG tokens, the first hack to be stopped by the Lossless protocol. So, like, they're not just saying it, like they're backing it up, you know. So how do they do this? You know, you kind of see the different places talking about it, different websites, you know, kind of letting people know that they were capable of, you know, saving people's money and assets. So how do they achieve this? Well, they support up to 6 chains, Ethereum, BNB, Matic, FTM1, and Lava. They utilize real-time alerts, warning the user to malicious activity, utilizing a few different channels such as Slack, email, SMS, and Telegram. They also do backtesting, which is a prominent way to take control of the situation. They claim to be able to go back in time and see if your smart contracts were ever attacked before. Also utilizing TVL tracking, wherein a user will set a TVL threshold, and if it ever gets crossed, you will immediately be notified to the situation so that you can start to take action. There is also event tracking, where the user picks, you know, specific events, for example, ownership changes, and once an event does take place, the user are warned using the system that I already mentioned. A system for smart contract checking as well, where when a smart contract is added for monitoring, the Aegis will check it and look for any vulnerabilities, and if it is then found, the user will once again be informed so that you can, you know, take action. That being said, you know, they also have some other features on the way. They have the panic button, where you set up a backup wallet for your assets to be sent to in case of an emergency, and then, you know, you set up your Aegis to alert you as soon as those potential hacks come through, and it will send you a notification on all of your, you know, all of the different methods you've chosen for it to send it to you. And then what it will do is it will send you a link, and as soon as you hit that link, what it will do is swiftly and securely transfer those funds to that said backup wallet, which just sounds fantastic. Sounds like a fantastic way to protect your assets. Another one on the way is mempool monitoring, which is the monitoring of transactions waiting to be confirmed. This kind of info can help Aegis stay on top of different behaviors on the network that, you know, examples of this are trying to exploit vulnerabilities in the smart contract and things of that nature. By monitoring and analyzing the data, Aegis can then work to identify risks and notify you to the situation so you can take action, allowing you to get notified before suspicious transactions are mined. And as you can see, the theme to Aegis is very much so the warning, the letting you know, like they are trying to get ahead of the transactions being made so that you can take action before anything even happens. A little diagram of how it works here. Addresses are added to the watch list by user platform. The data is from monitoring is pushed to the platform. User received customized alerts for the suspicious activity. All mined block transactions are analyzed. So yeah, kind of like I was saying, it, you know, keeps a nice streamlined, basically streamlining you information so that you can know at any given time what's going on. But that's not all. So another thing we're going to talk about is the wrapped tokens and Lossless's wrapping tool. So basically, how this works is you have either ERC20 or BP20 tokens that you want to put lossless security on. Anyone can do it. Companies, retail users, you, me, anyone. And this basically puts the lossless protocol on it, which will allow you to retrieve the funds if in the event of a hack. And the kind of step-by-step process of this is you have the token that you want to apply you want to improve its security, basically, and then you'll deposit that token into a lossless smart contract, which then mints the wrapped version of the token. You store that original token within the contract, and you are then given the new wrapped version of that token. Now the token is wrapped, if it wasn't already, meaning that it will now be retrievable in the case of a hack. This token is holdable and secure, as well as usable in supported protocols. And in the event that you decide you want the original version back, all you have to do is then send those wrapped tokens back to the smart contract, and then the original ones will be returned to you, then burning the wrapped ones in the process. And, simple as that. And, in the meantime, those tokens are protected. Manage wrap tokens. Kind of wondered. I'm doing my MetaMask right now. But yeah, real-time multi-chain notification to suspicious activities, flexible product design that covers all types of smart contracts. Yeah, it seems to, in my opinion, really speak for itself. They're covering a very specific basis. I mean, lossless is basically overall just, trying to prevent loss on, your assets and crypto and various different things involving Web3, and they just want to protect your assets, basically, or allow you to protect your assets. With Aegis, it seems like they've really taken a good step in the direction of how do we do that better, and it looks to me like they figured out a pretty good solution. It starts with you, right? It starts with you taking the steps to protect it, like going and making sure that you are putting your assets in the best position for you to keep an eye on them. And Aegis is going to be, or is, a good way to do that. So all I can really say is, if you're interested, if you are really concerned about security, this sounds like it could be a really good one for you in order to keep on top of your assets and make sure, if any kind of, especially if you're someone who really delves into it, you may worry about your security, you may worry about your assets getting hacked, things being stolen from you. Like, it can happen. It's a dangerous market for sure. So that being said, if that interests you and if this is something that speaks to you, we will have links in the description for you to go check out for yourself. Always do your own research. Always, verify that they are doing a proper job and you think that what they do is right for you. But genuinely, this starting from the front and giving you the means to protect your assets yourself by having a monitoring system that kind of keeps you in the loop really seems like a good idea. Outside of that, that's all I really have for this one. I hope you all have a very wonderful day, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.